Some of you think that you need the perfect moment to happen so that you can start. But let me tell you something. Your breakthrough is hiding in the mess that you're already in. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ty, and my mission is simple. I want to help you become the one in life, in faith, and in purpose. Look, today we're going to tackle a lie that says I'll start when I'm ready. A lot of us don't realize that perfect timing is a myth. And if you wait for perfect timing, that timing that's never going to happen, then you're going to miss out on the God-given opportunity that you're supposed to take advantage of. Watch this. When I was looking at real estate in 2020, I wanted to become a real estate agent then. But, you know, the pandemic happened and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have any certainty. And then later on in that year, I said, you know what? Let me start my journey. So early 2021 or late 2020, early 2021, I started my real estate journey. That's a process that should take about 6 to 9 months. Well, I got my real estate license at the end of 2024. I took 3 years to get my real estate license. And you know what? I missed out. The years 2019 to 2023 were the craziest time for real estate. I mean, people were buying homes left and right. People were buying homes and bidding for them, and things were going for over asking price. I missed out on a great opportunity to start real estate because guess what? I was stuck in that lie that says, I'll start when I'm ready. Guys, it's holding you back. It was in mid 2024 where I actually got the opportunity to do the opposite. I was on Instagram just scrolling, right? And then next thing you know, I see a Mr. Beast ad and I'm like, oh, Mr. Beast, he's cool. And I keep scrolling and then I see that same ad again and then I read it this time and it says, apply for Mr. Beast games. I'm like, Beast games, I never heard of that. But you know what I did? I jumped on it right away. And next thing you know, your boy got in the Beast games in 2024. Mind you, this was a time in my life where it was rocky, it was crazy. I just got a new job at the school district. They told me, hey, you got this job, but it's only 10 months. And so there's 2 months you're going to be off and you're not going to have a job. And I was just like, man, what am I going to do? But then I get the Beast games. They call me. They asked me if I had a birth certificate. I said, yes. And then they're like, okay, do you have a passport? I said, no. They're like, if you can get a passport, then you can get on the Beast games. I said, cool. How much time do I have? You have 3 days. And you know what I did? I hopped in my little vehicle. I went all the way down to San Diego and I paid the extra money so I can get my passport. And the crazy part is I made it on the games and I ended up winning some money from that. And guess what? That money took care of what I needed to get taken care of in those months that I was off. So let me ask you a question. What blessing can you be missing out on right now because you are not moving? God blesses movement. David, he was a shepherd, okay? Just a lowly shepherd boy. God anointed him king, even though he was just a shepherd. Gideon was literally hiding in a wine press. God says, hey, you man of valor, I'm gonna use you. Moses, he said, I don't want to talk. I got to stutter. He said, I'm going to use you. God is not looking for perfection. He doesn't look for the perfect time in your life. He's looking for you to be moving. You know what wouldn't make sense? If I asked you, hey, can you open the door for me? Go and open the door for me. And you open the door and I just sit there. It's the same thing with God. He's not going to open a door unless you're moving. These are the 3 lies I hear all the time. I'll start when I have more money. I'll start when life calms down. I'll start when I feel more ready. Let me tell you this, you may never have the money. You may never have your life calm down because you're going to have storm after storm after storm. You may never feel ready. But let me tell you something, if you move, God will move. This is what a lot of people miss. Progress actually happens in chaos. I remember when Jesus was in the boat and they're like, Jesus, what's going on? What's going on? The waves are going crazy. And Jesus is like, man, you woke me up from my sleep. I was having a good nap. But then, Jesus snapped his fingers basically and the storm shut down. See, they wouldn't have got that lesson had the storm not came up. There are some storms that are happening in your life right now that need to happen because God wants to do a mighty miracle. He wants to move in your life through that storm. But guess what? We're not moving. And when we don't move, or when you don't move, guess what? God's not going to move because God is waiting for you to move. He's waiting for you to pray. He's waiting for you to seek him. He's waiting for you to read your word. Man, he might even just be waiting for you to actually apply for that job. He might be waiting for you right now to actually ask that woman to marry you. He might be waiting for you right now just to do what he told you to do 10 years ago, and then your life would totally change. Sometimes the reason why our lives are chaotic isn't because God hates us, it's because we refuse to move. I'll tell you three things that are going to help you right now become who God wants you to be. Going to help you become the one. Number one, you need to choose one thing. Choose one thing to be consistent with. Choose one thing. See, the problem is we live in this microwave culture where everything we can do, like we can be a jack of many trades. I love this saying that a jack of many trades is a master of none. Look, you got to find that one thing that you really love. And when you find it, I need you to pursue that and be consistent in that. If that's working out, pursue that, be consistent with that. If that's making beats, pursue that, be consistent with that. Whatever that is for you, that actually is the key to unlocking the door of blessing in your life. Number two is this. I'm going to need you to start small. The problem is whenever we're like, oh man, I'm going to do this, we want to do big things. But what happens is we get all discouraged when things don't work out. I'm going to need you to calm down. I'm going to need you to start small. If you want to start your business, you don't need to go and buy a whole unit just to sell your sweaters. No, start selling them in your garage, start selling them to your friends, start selling them to your family. Watch how God grows you because of that movement. And number three, I want you to show up even when it's messy. Sometimes things are not going to go our way. Sometimes things are going to go sideways, but I'm telling you right now, that's actually happening for a reason, because in those moments we get tested, and in that test, it makes us a better person. Look, you may not have known that your job was going to let you go. You may not have known that your girlfriend was going to leave you. You may not have known that, but I need you to still stay consistent in that one thing, because if you do that, guess what? It's those very things that were obstacles in your path that are going to end up building you up to see your future thrive and grow. So this is the last thing I'm gonna say and then I'm done. You are more ready than you think. It's crazy because a lot of us don't think that we're ready, but you have everything right now that you actually need. You have everything right now that you actually need. All you have to do is start moving, because when you start moving, God moves. Guess what? We just need to take that first step. Start that YouTube, start that business, ask that woman to marry you, get that job. Look, it could be a lot of things, but you know what it is. You need to start that thing because God is about to move crazy in your life. Be the one.